Which of the following are equivalent to 1 over 27? Select all that apply. So we might have more than one answer. So we need to go through the process of just simplifying each one. Whenever you have a rational exponent, we want to be able to rewrite it as a radical notation. So 54 goes inside the radical. The denominator for the exponent becomes the root, and this will be to the power of 1. Now the square of 54, to be able to rewrite it, you can do the factor tree, or I know the perfect squares that go into 54 will be the square of 9 times the square of 6. Square of 9 will be 3, square of 6, and the exponent of 1 we don't need. So it will be 3 square of 6, which is not equivalent. Letter B. Whenever you have a negative exponent, whenever you have an exponent outside, it belongs to each one of them. So we can go through the process of rewriting it. 1 to the power of negative 3 and 3 to the power of negative 3. If you have a negative exponent, you have to bring it down. So it'll be 1 to the third power and 3 to the third power. Remember, this one goes to the numerator, this goes to the denominator to make the exponents positive. So it gives you 27. 1 to the third power is just 1, which is just 27. And it's not equivalent. Now most of the time I just go through from this step into the very end. So I say, okay, this is 1 to the negative 3. 1 to the third power is 1, but because it's a negative exponent, comes down. 3 to the negative 3, 3 to the third power is 27, but because it's negative, it goes up, and that'll be 27. So that's not it. Letter C. If there's a negative exponent, we want to be able to switch it to the denominator. So it gives me 1 over 81 to the power of 3 over 4. So now it becomes a positive exponent. Now we can rewrite it as a radical notation. So it gives me 1 over radical 81. The 4 is the root, and that'll be to the power of 3. The fourth root of 81. I'm looking for a number that multiplied by itself 4 times gives you 81, which will be 3. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So it'll be 1 over 3 to the third power, which is 3 to the third power will be 27. So that one is equivalent. Letter D. Whenever you have a negative exponent, remember, it does not make a negative number, it makes a fraction. So you want to bring this to the denominator. There's nothing on the numerator, so there's a 1. 3 to the third power will be 27. So therefore, that's also equivalent.